Today we're going to take a look at the TST tire pressure monitoring system for RVs with the full color display, signal booster, and the 4 flow-through tire sensors. Now this TPMS kit will let you monitor your RV's tire pressure and temperature with the included full color LCD display unit. It works great with your motorhome, fifth wheel, or trailer. It is a nice full color widescreen display, provides early warning detection with visual and audible alerts. Now just to show you, we're going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what the full color display would look like. Go ahead and turn that on, and you can see with it on the full color display. Now it does detect blowout, significant pressure changes, and tire temperatures exceeding 158 degrees. It does refresh automatically with new tire information every 5 minutes. And to set it, if you just hold down that set button, it'll beep. And once it beeps, then you can set your different settings. It has a plus and minus button right over here. Each time you push it, it'll go through each different setting. Now the pressures you can set are PSI or bar. The temperature you can set is Celsius or Fahrenheit. Again, just to show you, there's the full color display. Now the sensors they use, they're 4 sensors. They'll check the tire pressure and the temperature. They are a brass construction. They are designed for use on rubber, steel, chrome, or nickel valve stems, and these sensors install very easily on your tires' valve stems. They are theft resistant. I want to show you how that works. I happen to pull here's a rubber valve stem that you would connect them to, and basically what you would do is they give you a little bag of the nuts, the washers, O-rings, but basically you take the nut and you just tighten that on. Take your flow-through sensor and go ahead and tighten that on. Oops. And just go ahead and spin that until it tightens up. You want it to seal, and then just rotate this lock nut all the way up. And then they give you, there's 2 of these cap wrenches here, and what these are used for is you just wraps around the sensor, and then you would just tighten it up a little more and lock it into place. And basically what happens is when somebody sees these and they might think, oh, we can take those off, they go to try to remove them, they can't, and they can't really access that lock nut. So you do need to really have this cap wrench to do that. And then to remove it, just go like that. That'll loosen it. Once that's loosened, then you can unscrew your sensor. So it's a nice theft resistant design, so it does require the use of those cap wrenches for removal. Now the sensor itself, it is a flow-through design. If you notice when it's installed, it has a cap up here, so it does allow you to inflate or deflate without having removed the sensor from the valve stem. I did mention this little bag of the O-rings, screws, and the nuts. Basically, your battery is in this sensor, and there's 2 screws there, so if you remove the screws, take that out. If you ever need to replace the battery, they give you more screws and O-rings that when you take that out, put your new battery in, and put new screws and O-rings in there to seal it. So those are all included also. Just going to scan back out here. Now the monitoring capacity on this kit, it includes the 4 sensors, so it'll handle 4 tires. Now we do sell additional sensors separately on our website that'll let you monitor, this display will let you monitor up to 38 tires, so you can buy extra sensors to do that. And that might sound like a lot, but what's nice about that is you can put those sensors on your motorhome, your fifth wheel, your trailer, have it all on all of them, and then just use this display to monitor them all. Now it does include these included display mounts, which will allow for optimum positioning of your display. First starts with this easy-to-use suction cup for windshield or dashboard mounting. Basically, you can see all this, just slide that on, locks into place. You can rotate it up, and there's also, you can rotate it sideways, so you got multiple mounting angles. The other option is this cradle mount for a flat surface, and you can see you can set that down, and it's made to where it doesn't slide, and you can just take your display and put it right in there. So both of those are included. Now the repeater or the signal booster that's included, this will strengthen and amplify the sensor signal forward to the display and eliminates electronic interference. Right here on it, there's a red light that when you hook it up, when this eliminates, that shows you that it's working. And this unit is waterproof, can be mounted inside or outside, and it does mount with these included screws. It does offer a micro USB cable and an adapter, which is for charging using your vehicle's 12-volt outlet. You just push this in there, plug in your USB port, plug this into your display, and it will charge it. The display has a rechargeable lithium battery. A few specs on this. We'll start with the monitor. The run time is 5 to 7 days on a full charge. Battery recharge time is about 4 hours. The Overall dimensions on this is going to be 4.5 inches wide to the top of the antenna, 3 inches tall, and about 1 inch deep. And the screen dimension width is going to be right at 3.25 inches wide and 1 5/8 inches tall. Now the tire sensors themselves, the pressure range on those is 0 psi to 196 psi. The operating temperature range is -40 degrees Fahrenheit to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Storage temperature range, -40 degrees Fahrenheit to 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Battery life is about 1 to 1.5 years. I did mention you can replace the batteries when need be. They use a replaceable part number CR1632. Dimension on the battery itself, or the sensor, about 2 1/8 inches long, by about 1 inch wide, and about 7/8 inches tall. And the repeater, or the signal booster right here, the dimension on that is about 2.5 inches tall, 3 inches wide, and 5/8 of an inch deep. It does come with a nice owner's manual to describe how to hook this all up and how it operates. But that should do it for the review on the TST tire pressure monitoring system for RVs with the full color display, the signal booster, and the 4 flow-through tire sensors.